My name's Fiona and I'm the mother of the Garrity family. I'll just introduce you. This is Natasha, my daughter, who's 11, and Lachlan, who is 10, and my husband, Paul. We'd been trying to have a baby for a few years, so it was actually amazing when we found out we were pregnant, because we were almost going to start going on to IVF. So we're at that stage where we just thought things aren't working, we need to get more help. And then, as a lot of people sort of say when they start talking about IVF, I fell pregnant, so which was lovely. So it was very exciting. A bit of a unknown path, but it was fantastic news. Oh, look, she was very closely monitored, and for the first sort of 3 months, we were in that blissful, we finally get our baby home. We don't have to sort of look at her through a humidity crib. We can take her home, pick her up whenever we want. But by about 3 months, I guess, which is the normal age of when babies start getting motor skills, that they can reach, they can do things, we were sort of, Tash wasn't doing the things that normal babies you'd expect to be doing, but I guess quite difficult because I'd never had anything to do with babies before, and I didn't know what babies did or didn't do. But by about 6 months, we'd sort of asking the paediatrician, things aren't quite right, what's going on. We'd started doing physio privately, but Tash wasn't actually diagnosed until she was 12 months.
There's a real sense of loss of control, because you're putting sort of your child into the hands of sort of the medical professionals, and then when they wheel her away on to take her into surgery, you're basically out of, and it's a long process. It's a sort of 12 hours of intensive surgery, and then when she comes back, there's a lot of, as Fiona was saying, sort of 18 months of physiotherapy and recovery afterwards, which you can't really prepare yourself for, because seeing your child go through what was a very painful, I mean, we weren't prepared for how painful it was. For, as Natasha said, there were muscle spasms that she had afterwards, that because they've effectively broken the bones, rotated them and reset them, that just caused a lot of intense pain, and working through that with your child is a bit of an I wouldn't recommend it as a...
Yeah. You don't want anybody to go through what they do go through. And it's sort of making sure that it's in the best interest, in the long term it's going to be good. You've just got to get through it. Tasha's been my biggest teacher. I think with all of us, I look at her and I just think, my God, the things that you have to go through and the grace of how you do it is amazing. So we learn a hell of a lot from her, and I guess it shows you the human spirit and what people do. I mean, you say yourself, you don't know any different, and that's her normal, and you sort of think, okay, like, perspective again, that's good.